comeback song. I've been waiting in the wings like a dog on a chain. I can feel this fire building up a little while, and when check the wire, sure enough it's live, and try to stop it but I can't. It's calling my name. 'Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of his grave. Pulled up his boots, put his one on his hip, climbed up into the cold of the rain. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back in the saddle again. This time I'm taking what's mine, like a long lost out west outlaw out of his mind. I'm riding into town, no turning back now. 'Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of his grave. Pulled up his boots, put his one on his hip, climbed up into the cold of the rains. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back in the saddle again. Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of his grave. Pulled up his boots, put his one on his hip, climbed up into the cold of the rains. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back in the saddle again. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back in the saddle again.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the blazer, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some man charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, Vice Q-Tip, Ali Shaheed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed more dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just weed. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the mobile dance, my duty, let my seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. my suede shoes. Top gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please, let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, breaking way down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always in lines, the street news. Baby girl, don't be confused. Sell my 17s and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby, you know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. Now I got you on super unlimited views. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. But I got you all in check. I got that head knob that make you your neck. But I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. But I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. But I got you all in check.
You're now rocking with the best. Busta Rhymes coming through from the Footmo Squad. Boy Scouts who I be. Straight to your dome. We coming straight to your dome. Bringing all you rockers to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be. Flip mode is the squidard. Busta Rhymes break it down like
they came from Cincinnati.
Throw my flow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them type right out my window. Blast you with a direct blow. Coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso.
Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Get set. Start. 180. Raise hard. Start.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That is incomplete. Look at this Browns defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes.
Here we go.
Those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here.
61-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score round 7. Bengals 3.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
This is Fant on the short completion. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
On one, ready? 11.
This time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself, just let it happen.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to move back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good stuff. field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. A run with Davenport. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. The Browns had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, here's Judkins. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Levis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Levis. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
0. Tracy.
Levis looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here we go.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Here we go. 180.
Running right, here's Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Dances by him. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here's second and 10.
Like 90, like 90. 18.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And they'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
90. 18.
Levis, he get audible to something else.
22 Linda, 22 Linda.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And like 13, like 13. 18. 22 Rita.
Give up the middle, Judkins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
18. Down, 22 Rita.
Levis sets up to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Levis. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
454, Mike 54. In 18, ready, go!
Levis to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Levis to throw off play action. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there to try to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here we go. 12, 20,
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins.
Hey, we got to keep
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Burrow looking to pass. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown Bengals. Chase Brown. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half. They will line up to kick this one away. They juked him. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I should probably start a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink you got to chill.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Play action now. Levis. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Levis back to throw. He'll swing this out to Judkins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more.
And he lost the football. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back to throw, it's Levis. Got him in, it's Brown.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Off the play fake, Levis. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
They got completion there. That's clearly an example. One side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
0.
They'll give it to Jenkins. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go.
Levis now off of play action. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Levis out of the shotgun now. Touchdown! anything unlikely. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Levis will try to throw for the 2. And the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
This is Davenport. And he stopped immediately there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Levis. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Guns.
And they go play action now. Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
On 1, ready?
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
McPherson on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Second down and 6 now from the 26.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Levis looking to throw. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Levis sets up to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Now Levis setting up a screen for Judkins. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Space 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Diamonds on me, I'm a blue gel. 220, on the hustle and grill. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over players. I used to want to M, now I got...
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And Levis going to change the play.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run it with Davenport. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Levis. Over the middle, complete. That's Turner. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making a play there.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Mike 49. 18. It's Tracy. Son.
Levis to throw it. He's going to air one out. Touchdown, Browns. Jalen Hyatt. A touchdown on a kick return and now run through the air. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
22.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Gun.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Now Burrow. Connect acting on the out route here with Higgins. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
An inside give, Brown. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 17-yard line. 148 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
A gain of 34 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Burrow on play action. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Levis back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
180. Right up. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Gun.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a give to Brown. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because, you know, those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Brings up 4th and 1.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only